puppy in sport mode. Is that it,
Good
right?
to go.
Nice and solid, like every Lexus.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. For a daily, it's just couldn't ask for anything better.
Oh, 100%.
Drive. I mean, the gas mileage isn't great at all by any means, but it's livable.
What do you average?
I would say around 14.
Oof. And that's pretty much all town / city
Yeah,
driving.
I don't really go on the highway that often. Since I don't really have to go on the highway for work, this is usually just when I drive to work pretty much.
You got all your drive modes. You got eco, normal, and sport. The infotainment right here. The typical Lexus touchscreen. Well, not touchscreen. Trackpad. Well, this isn't touchscreen, right? It's just trackpad.
It's both. Yeah.
Okay.
You could opt for either or.
Yeah, the F Sport suspension is definitely super nice.
This car doesn't have the dynamic handling package. I should have gotten one with that for sure. But with that, you would have gotten different wheels and adaptive ride suspension. I don't exactly know the name of it, but it's definitely better than what this car has. But this car rides great.
Oh yeah.
Especially just for what I do with it, what I use it for.
Yeah, like you can tell, everything's put together well, and there's no like weird creaks or weird like body roll or anything like that. So see over these train tracks how the suspension does. Oh yeah, beautifully. Give it a little gas. Not bad at all. That intake sounds amazing.
Yes, I put an aftermarket intake on this as well as an exhaust, NVIDIA Axleback exhaust. Just to give it a little bit more of the bite. I know the intake doesn't do anything for performance. I just did it mainly for sound.
Oh yeah. It's nice too, like it's not, it is a luxury car, but it's not too numb, like you could still feel the road with the steering, it's got good steering input. The suspension isn't like too floaty.
One thing I noticed with sport mode is it makes the steering a lot heavier than it is normally.
Yeah, I'm actually about to put it in normal mode and see how that is. Or like how it changes the dash. And also actually move. And you can see the G-force.
Got our G-force gauge there for all of our 311 horsepower.
We'll see what G's we're pulling. We'll put it back into sport mode real quick.
I've actually never looked. I'm curious myself. You could just mash the gas. You could let it rev all the way out. It'll go to like 7.
Oh yeah. This sounds super nice.
Yeah, I've always loved the sound of a V6 with an intake on it. I don't know, it's just me.
As long as it's not a VQ. Sorry, VQ boys, but that sound ain't it. Yeah, you got your gear position. Which is
Yeah,
nice.
there's you can flip through the modes with those arrows right next to your right thumb upwards. Yeah, it'll give you all like your fuel range, you know, your MPGs. You can see we're getting 14. Like I said, yeah, blank screen.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is. I love these Lexuses, especially the ISs. But yeah, like you said, I mean, in normal mode, the steering definitely isn't as heavy as it was in sport. Like, you know, you go sport mode and.
You can immediately feel that
Oh
change.
yeah. Let's see what Eco looks like. Okay. Eco changes the gauge a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've never used eco mode, so I don't know exactly what it does. I think the guy at the dealership, I think he mentioned something about it shutting down like a couple cylinders or something like that.
Oh, it does have cylinder deactivation?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. I mean, I don't know too much. I've never looked too much into it.
Yeah, this thing is just. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
A test drove I think it was a 2016 IS, same generation, just, oh, trying to avoid these potholes here. Same generation, right, but just different, you know, this is the facelifted version of that, right?
Yeah, a lot of people think these are 4th gens, but they're actually not considered 4th gens. They're actually still 3rd gens. They're on the same chassis. It's just basically a facelifted 3rd gen.
Okay.
They might have switched the motor up a little bit. I don't know. Overall, they've had the same platform engine-wise for the last 10, 12 years.
Okay. Yeah, it's. I will say the interior is even nicer on these than the previous. You know, you get in the previous ones, and you know the interiors are a little outdated, in my opinion. Like the 2016s, or you know, they're definitely showing their age compared to this.
Well, a lot of people would argue and say that this newer model, they don't like, you know, this is a 23, and a lot of people actually complain that this interior is outdated. I hear a lot of people saying, you know, it's still got a CD player in it. It's still got actual buttons for climate control, which I personally like that. So that was, you know, a selling point for me with this car as well. I also like the fact that the shifter is not like an electronic shifter. Like you actually have, you know, it's a traditional automatic shifter that, you know, you would normally expect.
Oh, 100%.
I don't like the newer stuff. Like my sister has a Bronco with the dial. Not a fan. Personally, I don't like it.
I think Chrysler kind of started that trend, right? Or Jaguar,
yeah, I mean,
or
the first
whatever.
time I ever saw it was in a Ram.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what other manufacturers would have had that.
Yeah, it's quite stupid in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it. Oh Jesus! He just kicked up like a little branch. Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of sitting behind trucks. That's for sure.
BMW all the time.
Of them, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna give it a little gas. Oh yeah.
This thing's got a great sound to it. I just love the exhaust note of this thing. sometimes I do kind of wish I got the IS 500 though.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, I remember, you know, we live up in the Northeast, so we have snow in the winter. And like I said, this is my daily, so.
Yeah. Well, because
they have all-wheel drive.
Yeah, they come rear-wheel drive only, right? There's no.
If they were all-wheel drive, it would kind of kill the point. I mean, people are going to be buying those to hoon already.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just want to, you know. That's the reason why the ISF didn't sell so well. It's just because the older crowd was, you know, buying Lexuses more, and it just didn't attract them as much. It would mainly, you know. That's why I think they kind of that's why I think they made this car the way it was. I think they tried to market it to the younger crowd, so get some more buyers.
Definitely. Yeah, these. You know, I feel like, you know, pretty much any generation IS is you know, they're good looking. You know, they're not, you know, your grandpa's car.
Yeah, it's kind of got like, it gives you like, it's got like a little bit of a sporty flair to it.
Yeah, it's got some personality too, you know?
Yeah, you know, like the ES.
Oh, God,
I'm not
ES.
really, like, people will say this is the Camry, but the ES is actually the Camry.
Oh, 100%.
Because that's the, you know, mid-size front-wheel drive platform.